100 episodes of BeamNG RoadKill. And don't be surprised, because basically everything breaks after 100 episodes. I don't learn. Alright, welcome everybody. 100 videos of RoadKill. Man. It is incredible that I have managed to make 100 videos on a single game. I probably could do that on Minecraft. I probably could have done that on any other game. But it's way more pleasing to know that it's this game. Because doing BeamNG RoadKill and projects and the extras when I did them, and even the specials. There's the Donut Day special. There's the last year's New Year's special, which this is technically the New Year's special too. This would have been out earlier, but I've been horribly sick. That's my excuse. But we're going on 3 years of making this series. And I know I've only ever had Josh or Sean on it. I hope I can have Ryan and Chris on it one day. I know Joseph is very interested in making an episode. Yeah. 100 episodes. And they've done well. The Stubby Bob video, the one that I did way back. I think today is actually the 2-year anniversary of it. January 6th or January 7th is when I uploaded that video. And it's at 1,000 views. That is incredible for just a truck doing wheel stands. Even the comments that I got on where the truck looks nothing like the real thing, or there was some hate on that video, which is expected with YouTube. There was some love with the videos. And there's been love on this series. There's been more love on this series than there has with any game that I have recorded and uploaded to YouTube. I'm at 70 subscribers, which... I beat you, Joseph. That was a big thing back in high school. Yeah. It doesn't matter, though. Because somewhere out there, somebody who enjoys watching me dick around with cars in a video game. That's the whole meaning of it. I told someone that this show is basically based off of failure, with that rare, glorious win. And there's been a few of them, like Stubby Bob. What was another glorious win? The wheelie truck, which... God, that thing is horrible now. Where else was there a win? General Hawk, that car was a complete win. Because it can go 7s. And I'm only on the 5th motor. But, yeah. 100 videos in total in the playlist. So, you're getting a special. I got a couple of the RoadKill fleet vehicles at a drag strip right now. We're going to work on this one. This vehicle is the Blown Cornet. This is something that you're going to see in episode 32 coming out in February. Yeah. We have a few things to do to the Blown Cornet. That's why I decided let's start out working on this thing, because we're going to be drag testing a bunch of vehicles today. And seeing if we can make them faster, seeing which ones we can break, and see which ones can drag race into complete glory. or failure, or blowing up the engine. Either or. There will be some fun with nitrous in this episode. So, this thing is making 1,700 horsepower. General Hawk makes about 1,850 with nitrous. So, the blown cornet, it has the stock 440 3-speed in it, 3-speed automatic, and the stock rear end in it. I'm going to replace that shit. We're going to see if I can go 7s. And if I can go faster than General Hawk without nitrous, I will be pleased with this land barge. This is one of my vehicles. This isn't just, a vehicle that's just going to sit. I'm actually going to work on this. Yeah, 1,700 horsepower. In a car that weighs about, 4,000 pounds. All right. .440 Magnum. Very happy that this thing does it. Also, putting race exhaust. We're putting side pipes on it. I didn't want to, but we're putting side pipes on it. No nitrous, but we're getting rid of the 3-speed. And putting a 4-speed auto. I think that should be good. It's a drag transmission, so it's going to have a torque converter. Do the medium stall. See what it stalls to. This thing revs to 5 grand. I hope I don't blow this motor up. I'll be kind of sad if I blow this thing up. What's a low stall gonna do? I'll be happy with 3 grand because that's not drive shaft braking. Alright, it's not going to stall at anything lower, so we'll just leave it on the medium stall converter. Let's just swap the rear end out and we'll get this thing out on the road and drive it over to the track. Right now, it has a short grip rear diff. I want to put a little bit bigger gears. I'm just going to go with the race limited slip. Let's see. Diff. Alright. I think I'm good with that. Good. You want to lower the rear tire pressure to 15. Feel like that'll help the car grip a tiny bit better. Alright. Have a little bit of fun and have it. Wow, this thing doesn't steer now. So, the little bit of testing that I did behind the scenes with this car, because this isn't the first time it's gone down the strip, this thing could only go 127 miles per hour speed at it. Let's hope this thing can go a little bit faster than what it has now. God, this thing doesn't like the hook. I know I just have some standard grip ball tires in the back. Brakes are really good in this thing, though, for what they are. They overheat really easily, but I'll probably eventually put disc brakes on this car anyways. It feels a lot better, though. Accelerating. That's a good thing. Yeah, this thing should go faster. Hopefully 7s. But here's the fleet that we got today. We got the blown Cornet. We got General Hawk with its freshly rebuilt motor. We got the Interceptor, which is probably going to break. We got the Barstow, or the Restarstow, that I restored way back in episode 2, which is most likely going to break as well. If not, I think the car is already broken because the transmission is really bad. And, well, the Burnside. That's an interesting one. Because we're doing something really stupid with that thing, and it's going to be coming up on an episode of RoadKill eventually. I'm going to get all prepped to start drag racing these cars. Alright, let's see what this thing runs. Okay, this thing needs drag slicks. But still letting off, it ran at 12. Not bad. I need to throw the slicks on it, though. Now, just remember, this thing has stock suspension with upgraded brake pads, that's it. And also, these are thicker tires than what I used. Alright, where was I? No, but this thing was on skinnier tires. That was awful. That was a very terrible run. But I think with drag slicks, this thing is gonna go at least an 8. This thing goes like a 7-9. Going to be stellar. Let's just throw the drag slicks on. 15 by 12s. Hold on, I need to tune the track with. Oh, I hit the gas a little too much there. Alright. Hopefully this thing just doesn't do a wheel stand and rip the rear bumper. Holy crap! God damn, something's broke. Oh yeah, something. No. Why the hell does it look like the car is leaning to one side? Fender is at the wheel. Oh yeah. Shocks are about to blow out. Alright, let's just try it without the torque converter before I break this thing. God! 10-3. This thing has the potential. It just doesn't have the suspension. This is really reassuring about this car. $140. Something is broken in the rear end, though. I don't know what is. That's common on this car. Yeah. Huh. No, one more run. One more run. Let's see. I go with 9 at least. I'll be happy with 9s today. Well. Great. Oh, it needs a new rear windshield. I can pull the bumper out. But yeah, this car needs, this thing needs a lot of work. But at least we ran a 9.5. That's shitty. Alright. So I feel like the next vehicle that would be worth messing around with would be the Restart Stone. This thing I built all the way back when this series started. This was episode 3, technically. And yeah, just the first vehicle that I've made for this series that was my own, not Sean's. And, well, it hasn't changed much. When I first built this thing, it had a blown, well, basically about to blow up. 291 cubic inch V8 with a stock aspiration. So I threw on a old supercharger, and yeah, did burnouts with the car and see if it's faster than the other Barstow that we have that hasn't been seen since the Bonneville episode. Jesus, that's a long time ago. But yeah, this thing hasn't changed much. The motor eventually blew up, and I slapped a rebuilt 291 in it with a supercharger, and it basically stayed the same. I threw some mags on it, and we used it in episode 10. We used it in episode 20. We used it in 25, I think, with the Mustang. We used it in in episode 30 as well. This vehicle has been seen, and I did a RoadKill Projects episode as well on this vehicle where I kind of restored it and made it better. Gave it a new exhaust system. We gave it disc brakes all around. We gave it a better GRS rear diff. Rear axle, basically. And put some racing seats in it. Yeah, still a good vehicle. But this thing is 2 years old. And the transmission still shifts alright. It slips a little bit. But this thing can still do some pretty good donuts and some pretty good burnouts. And I'm interested to see what it can do in the quarter. I think we did see what it can do, but I'm going to try to launch the car better. See how fast we can get it to go. This thing might be getting a new engine. We might be putting a bigger engine in this thing sooner or later because this thing should be a little faster. Not too much faster. A little bit. It still will do some good burnouts, though. Let's see those burnouts. Right. Well, 4. I think this thing did a 12.5 in that episode. I could probably get that a little faster if I launched the car hard. Yep, there goes the transmission. It slips in low RPM. Not sure why. It's a very weird car because I can't change it without feeling bad. I don't know why, but this car, it's just perfect the way it is. Well, I pre-jacked on that one. An 11.7. Actually kind of impressed right there. This thing just went at 11.7. I think that's the fastest this car has ever gone down the drag strip. Now, of course, the the app that I'm using here doesn't work off of the tree. It just works off of when the vehicle starts moving. So this thing could probably go mid-11s if it had a better tire on the back. Alright, so let's stop before I blow the transmission up. That's another thing we're going to be replacing. No. Let's mess with this thing, because I'm pretty sure this vehicle's going to break. So the Interceptor, we built this in episode 29. We road tripped it all the way from Maine up to here. Still don't know the horsepower in the car, unless I did know in that episode. If not, I don't remember the numbers. And yeah, got a 351 Cleveland in it with a supercharger on it. It's a stage 2 supercharger. Other than that, it's got some upgraded brakes, an upgraded rear end with some racing seats, and better radiator, and a 6-speed race transmission. But I want to throw drag slicks on it. See how much faster I can get this thing to go, because I don't think this thing went pretty fast in the last episode. Drag slicks on it. Twelves. Ooh, that was rough. $10.3. That didn't feel good. Oh yeah. I think this thing just pulled a Grand Marshal on me, and axle's bent. Oh yeah. Tires rubbing there. Rubbing on both sides, it looks like. It looks like the whole axle bent. I am very good at braking my vehicles. This is like the drive of shame because I can't drive this thing anymore. Alright, well. Next up is General Hawk. Let's see if that thing can run the fastest time of the day. General Hawk. I think possibly my favorite vehicle. This thing is my favorite. This thing was built all the way back for episode 8. Where I just threw a big engine in it and a better diff, and I did a shootout with Sean versus the Sean Burst. And ever since then, I've been building this vehicle better, faster. So, this thing went from being just, maybe a 900 horsepower pile of garbage to an 1800 horsepower 2,000 foot-pound of torque drag beast. Now note, I am on the 5th motor for this car. The first motor blew up because of the transmission missing a gear and over rev. Second time was overheating. Third time was overheating. Fourth time was overheating in episode 30. And we're on the fifth motor. Freshly rebuilt. So let's see if we can run a 7. Now, I do want to challenge Chris. Beat this thing. I want him to make a car that goes faster than this thing or the Cornet if that ever gets fixed and maybe goes a 7. Yeah, I challenge Chris to get in this game and try to make something faster. Alright. Let's see what this thing's gonna do. Wow. This thing's breaking up. Everything I fucking touch breaks. That was really breaking up, though. I don't know why. Wasn't there. Wonder why this thing's breaking up. Let's do another run. I didn't do the nitrous. Back up. Purge it, maybe it'll go faster. Well, this is a new issue. I don't know why this thing's breaking up like it is. That's mildly annoying. I don't know if it's the game that's just doing that. I don't know. That's really weird. Alright, well, I guess let's move on to the finale of what I want to do with the Burnside. Right back. Down to the last car. So, what I want to do with the Burnside here, before it finally gets its time to shine, we're going to see how fast it goes with the engine that it has in it. I have no clue how much horsepower it's making, but it's the Venom V8 from the last Burnside mod, with a Stage 2 supercharger on it, with a gasser stack on it. Got a GRS intake, the 489 cubic inch V8. I don't know what internals it has. I don't know anything because I haven't touched this thing in a long time. But it sounds cool. So, let's see how fast it goes down the drag strip. I think we know from episode 30, but I don't remember. It's good to have a baseline. $12 flat, or $12.09. Not bad. So, we're gonna throw nitrous in this thing. Because I am really curious at how much faster I can make this thing off of nitrous. And I'm full on expecting this thing to blow up. Well, it's going to be getting a different engine anyways, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's throw the nitrous kit on. We're gonna start with a 100 shot. Screw the 50 shot. Oh yeah. This thing's gonna blow up in a very spectacular manner. Just leave the 10-pound bottle. Oh man, this is gonna... This might be the end of the episode. It didn't blow up. It went at 11.4 though. Almost picked up a whole second. Transmission's already shitting. This is great. At 11.4. Almost a full second and the motor's like at its limit. I gotta step this up. We gotta do a 150 shot. If I can get down this drag strip at least once on a 150 shot, I will be plenty happy. Uh, it's so fun to blow up cars on nitrous. There it is! It still went faster with the motor blowing up halfway down the strip. Ah, that's roadkill luck right there. Well, there you go. Episode, well, the 100th video, roadkill. Been a long run, and nothing I make still doesn't ever break. It always breaks, and I'm happy with that because this game keeps me busy. But hopefully, you have all enjoyed